You want the truth? Well, here's the wicked truth.
Yeah, so man, KB, that's the kind of stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that people on the, you know, last interview, they liked about you, man, your insight. They're like, man, KB real, and you know, having insight about some of our legends, our icons that have passed. That's like, you know, like these stories are priceless, bruh. They give you an insight on, because, you know, you have some artists, bruh, you know, they might kick it a certain kind of way in front of the camera, but then when they, you know, when the camera's off and stuff, they ain't that same guy. So when you sit here and you co-sign, you know, Pimp is like that for real. He gonna say what he mean. Yeah. He gonna mean what he say, but ain't no gray area. Either he fuck with you or he don't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That carries weight. I was sitting there talking to Stack, man, you know what I'm saying? Behind a couple of, we was at a little round table about some of the artists that had, the great artists that have passed. I even went as far, KB, to say, would you take, if there was a concert, you know, right now, would you take the I call it the dead concert, the past concert, or the legends of living right now? And I said, man, I'll take the Tupac, Pimp C, Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll take that concert, Aaliyah. Yeah, you know, Bob Marley. Oh, Bob Marley.
I ain't gonna lie, I'll take Lil Yachty.
That's what I be talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Snooty Wild.
You see what I'm saying?
Snooty Wild.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I be saying right here, bro.
I like Snooty Wild, though.
Yeah. But I mean, we like KB. Don't KB, do not entertain that mess, man. You know we sit here talking about something serious, man. Don't feed him. You know, I'm trying to be serious, man.
So I like that. I like
you know what I'm saying?
I like all them folks.
Well,
yeah, man.
The dead legend, I'm with that.
Absolutely, but you know, you can't forget about DMX. You know, you were telling me not too long ago. We were sitting out there talking to you, like, man, you know, you had something to tell me about X. You had a story about that.
I was telling they was talking about the greatest rapper, like X and Face. Okay. And I was like, man, nigga, I was right there when Face met X. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Wait. When DMX met Face, we was at Hot 97 birthday bash down here.
Oh, you serious?
At Lakewood. And we was staying out there at the Renaissance Hotel and shit. And so I met Big Pun that day too. But anyway,
that was your first time meeting Pun and X?
That's right. First time.
Had you ever heard of them?
Yeah, they had the song out, X had the song out with the Locks, Money, Power, Respect with Lil' Kim. Got this song, then Big Pun had the song out. Okay. So we up in the room, it was me and my partner Rico from Oakland. Me, Rico, Devin, and DMX was in the room right next door to us. So it was some shit like out of a movie scene, like I'm walking out of my door, he walking out of his door, and like boom, it was DMX. Wow. So he like, yo, what's up, man? Talking to shit, like, who you is? You know, I know who he is. You know, I'm K.b Face Mob. He say Face Mob, Scarface. I'm like, yeah. He like, is Scarface here? I'm like, yeah. He like, where he at? So Face is on the other the room. My room was in between Face and DMX. You know gotcha. So I reach over here and knock on Face though. Right. Face comes to us, hey, Face, somebody want to meet you out here. Come out of DMX, boom. And so when they meet, man, them niggas, well, they talked for a minute. Then we went to do the show. Right. But when we got back after the show, them niggas sat down in the middle of the hallway, like on the floor, like in the style, face to face, and they talked for about like 3 hours. Like,
did you see that, man? In the hallway, bro.
It got so deep. Like, you know, them niggas were crying and shit. I ain't trying to embarrass nobody. But
no,
like, man, they was like, but
these are legends, bro.
Everybody was like in a circle around them niggas. They was right here in the middle, and everybody was like, you know, like had them made like a circle and shit, so wouldn't nobody be walking by and shit. But that was their first time meeting and shit right there, man. From that day, you know, them niggas was like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Even X come to Atlanta and shit. I run into him and shit. I know a story one time we was way out in damn Duluth somewhere shooting pool and shit. And so I had 2 of my homeboys with me. It was like 4 in the morning. And so my homeboys were like, look, man, we ain't finna be here all day. We finna leave. I'm like, man, don't leave. They went out to the car and went to sleep. But me so drunk hanging with X and shit, I thought they had left me. So X and he was this Mexican guy. I forgot his name. The guy was Mexican and shit. He was driving him and shit. Them niggas drove me all the way down Panola Road and shit, dropped me off, and head home. It's like 5 in the morning.
Right.
Then my homeboy them called me, cussing me out and shit. They ass out in the car sleep. I thought they had left.
Oh, right.
Like, nigga, why? I'm saying, nigga, y'all, you know what I'm saying? I thought y'all were gone. I walked out there and see y'all ass, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
X them took me home, took me to my mama's house.
Took you to the mama house.
Yeah.
Why that man come on, bro?
DMX and his homeboy, he was a Mexican guy. I forgot your name, but if you see this, you know who I'm talking about.
Right. What was that like though, KB? Come on, Brad. I mean, you know, X a legend. When they send out, you know, I mean, you know, to stay on it, but when they meet and they send out talking and stuff. Was at that particular time, was Face a fan of X, or did he just kind of?
He just knew that X had literally just came out.
But he
was hot as fish grease though.
Okay. So Face was aware of who he was.
He was aware of who he was. We all was.
Right.
But you know, like he wouldn't. I don't think he had dropped their first album yet though. I think he just had the singles out.
Okay.
He definitely had the song out with the Lots because they performed that shit at the birthday bash.
Right.
Money, Power, Respect with Lil' Kim.
Right.
That motherfucker was, you know what I'm saying?
Was stupid.
That song was definitely out.
Right.
And so, like I said, when they met, like the nigga X, you know what I'm saying? Like he cried, you know what I'm saying? Like him and Face, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas, I ain't saying.
So they got a connection that was deep.
When we came back from that show, and we got back to the rooms and shit, them niggas met up in the hallway. They sat right there face to face. They talked about 3 hours.
You had not just a connection with Southern rappers. You know, like I say, it's not a lot of people from the South that get to meet DMX, get to meet, you know, Shock G. You know what I'm saying? Bro, R.I.P. Man, rest in peace, Shock G too. You know what I'm saying? I met Shock before. I don't have an intimate relationship with him, but I met him through Pop. You know what I'm saying?
I seen him one time on TV before, so shout out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man. Goes out to you, but I seen him a couple times on TV. But go ahead though, bro, because it's amazing when I seen it, bro. Like, that's one that knows, right? Is that the one that knows? With be putting stuff on their face, the nose and the glass. Yeah, I miss him, man. Go ahead though, Wick. I really miss him. I seen him on TV about 3 times though. That ain't no big deal. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, it's good.
Take it on the lab, nigga, man.
Man, this nigga right here crazy.
You get what I'm saying, KB? I seen him on TV a couple times. 3 different channels at that. Yeah, 2 channel 5 and BET.
Don't laugh at him, guys.
Yeah, 3 times.
Stack, man.
Just saying.
Stack, I'm laughing because I'm mad. Like, I want to punch you, bro.
We're talking about outside. For real, man. We're talking about outside, and we'll talk about outside, you know. Yeah,
let me take a deep breath and just chill out. So yeah, but back to I don't even know what to say after that. Shock G, man.
Shock G.
You know, you had a run-in with him before.
Run-in with Shock G.
You know, what was it like? You know, meeting Shock G. It was he was one of the people that I kind of, you know, I was a big, huge fan of Digital Underground,
Yes,
bruh,
sir.
and I still am.
Yes,
and I give, you know, if it wasn't for Digital Underground, we may not have a Tupac. People don't get that, how powerful that this man was, and he was real.
Yes,
You sitting there talking about his nose and all this kind of buffoonery.
Yeah.
This was a real dude. You understand what I'm saying?
You were real.
Okay. But yeah, but what was like, you know, dealing with Shock G?
Man, I met Shock G out in Houston. Again, my homeboy Rico, he's from Oakland. And so Digital Underground had a show in Houston. We went to the show and shit, man. And them niggas concerts and shit be like a party. Like he literally have like a bar set up on stage with a bartender and shit, like dancers and shit. And that shit be like literally like a damn party scene on stage and shit. So one part of the show, he was asking niggas to come up and rap. And so then niggas rapping, and my homeboy was like, hey, man, shit, go up there and grab this motherfucking mic and shit. So I went up there and grabbed the mic and shit, cause not only it was for Shock G, but like he was playing like original beats and shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no instrumental, like these were his beats and shit.
Right.
And so shit, I got up there and started rapping. So at the end, he like, hey man, he said, something about you, said, you're not an unsigned guy. He said, you got a record deal, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, okay. He like, but you didn't sound like all the rest of these niggas up there. You know what I'm saying? He like, you, your shit jam, you know what I'm saying? So he like, he didn't get on the tour bus. He got in the car with me and my homeboy Rico. We took him back to the hotel and shit, and man, that nigga just, he was, cause like I was like him though, like man, the hump and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I met him and talking to him, getting to know him, like.
You want the truth? Well, here's the wicked truth.